Thank you. Very good. Come on up.
The biggest moment in an 18-year-old's life might just be this.
Thank you. Come on up.
But the biggest moment in this 18-year-old's life happened before she even had a diploma in hand.
I'm a little bit nervous.
If life is all about moments, Petty Officer Justin Michelson knew he couldn't miss this one.
Okay. Good.
Never mind that he's usually walking the deserts of Afghanistan instead of the halls of a high school. Still nothing, not even combat, could stand in the way of this ceremony.
She wanted me to be there. I know she talked about how upset she was that I was going to miss it.
So some months ago, without even his mom knowing, he enlisted some friends to hatch a plan. Call it Operation Graduation.
Not after 5 days of hiding you.
For a man used to stealth missions in a foreign country, this one proved even more difficult. The graduate almost foiled her own surprise, but then...
That was George. That was his sister.
With the help of the school principal...
The moment you've been waiting for is about to arrive.
Sister Jordan, the athlete of the year, was called to the stage.
Yes, so look right there.
And while she wasn't looking, the group of graduates was told a secret motivational speaker would come up to address them. This motivation, though, came in camouflage. You see, sometimes you don't need to graduate high school to learn the greatest lessons in life. Sometimes they're simply found in the arms of a loved one.
He's my hero.
In Marysville, Lindsay Cohen, Como, 4 News.
I'm just ready to see my kids. It's been harder on them than me.
Moments before tip-off of a weeknight high school basketball game, and like any parent who's about to watch their kid, Tina Simpson is a nervous wreck.
Well, I'm hoping she doesn't pass out.
But oh, how she's longed for this night.
I hear them. May 16th is the last time I saw them.
Simpson deployed to Afghanistan nearly 9 months ago, meaning she would miss one of the most important years of her daughter's life.
It was horrible. They cried, and I cried, and my grandbaby just kind of, she was 1 at the time, about 14 months old at the time, and she didn't know what was going on. And
gut-wrenching. But by a stroke of Army luck, she returned home early and planned to surprise Jessica at one of her games. She contacted 9 Sports to help in the surprise. Say no more.
We want to give you this award with a special presenter. Could you imagine the most special person that you could think of? I just want you to turn around right now and give this award from
wasn't a dry eye in the house. The outcome of the game became moot. Jessica only played for 1 quarter, but hey, who cares? This family has just reunited, and it feels so good.
Mom was here tonight, and it was so special, and she just kept saying, she said, I can't wait for my mom to get home, and so just to be able to surprise her was just awesome.
Okay.
I know you're crying, but I'm gonna make it a little.
Ladies and gentlemen, during this holiday season, University of Arizona Athletics would like to help celebrate the families who make daily sacrifices while their loved ones are serving overseas. With us tonight, the family of Master Sergeant Chris Campbell of Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, who's been deployed to Southwest Asia for 6 months with a 386th Air Expeditionary Wing in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. Here tonight, his wife Tanya and their 2 children, Amelia and Alex. Tanya, Amelia, and Alex, Arizona Athletics would like to salute you and thank you for your sacrifice as a family while your husband and father is overseas. Please look up to the video board for a special message.
Hi, I'm Master Sergeant Christopher Campbell, deployed to the 386th Air Expeditionary Wing. I want to wish my family a Merry Christmas. Tanya, Alex, and Mia, I miss you. I love you very much. I know that this has been the hardest deployment for you all. When I come home, I will make it up to you. This is just another Christmas apart, but I'll be home soon. People come and thank me for all the sacrifices that I make all the time, but without the sacrifices that you make, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. So I want to publicly thank you for your sacrifices. I love you. I miss you. I'll see you soon.
Tanya, Amelia, and Alex, to help you celebrate Christmas a little early, we have a special present for you. Please turn around and welcome home your husband and father. Ladies and gentlemen, Master Sergeant Chris Campbell.
Decided to do this wonderful thing, and I found out yesterday actually that my friend Byron Harrell, Byron, come here for a second. His dad, I just found out yesterday, you've never told me, but your dad is currently serving in the military, is that right? Yes. What branch of the military is he in?
He makes the bombs for the Air Force.
For the Air Force. So when was the last time you saw your dad?
I saw him when I was young.
You were young. I heard it was about 2 years all the men and women that have served in Byron, what do you want to say to your dad?
I missed him very much.
Thank you so much. Give him another round of applause.
I was never going to see you again.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. That's her as a lady. It was the celebration before the reunion. The staff at Trinity Lutheran School and Child Care Center have been plotting for days. It takes a lot of people to pull off the perfect soldier surprise.
This is my second deployment with the National Guard, and for me, it's butterflies and nerves, just because I haven't seen them except on the computer screen for 9 or 10 months.
His wife, Courtney Eaton, has been working behind the scenes to create a homecoming like none other.
I'm excited. We're also going to see our nieces and our nephew as well. So I'm just super excited that he's home and that we can surprise the kids this way.
Sergeant Nathan Eaton just returned from Kuwait with the Delaware Army National Guard's 238th Aviation Support Unit. It was a hero's welcome for the husband, father, and uncle who came to Joppa to surprise his 3-year-old daughter, Savannah, along with his 2 nieces and a nephew.
Hi, Savannah. Hi, sweetie. I missed you, too.
After Shauna, he visited Emily and Ethan, and then off to an unsuspecting Savannah in the middle of a sing-along.
If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Stomp your feet.
It's been 9 months since he left, but there was no forgetting her father's face.
If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet.
Come, kiss.
Her classmates were even excited. Next stop, Bel Air, Ring Factory Elementary. Time to surprise 10-year-old Tyler. He didn't see this coming.
Hi, Tyler.
Just watch. There's really no words to describe it. Lots of tears and hugs. Safe to say, mission accomplished.
Glad to be back. I get to now be able to spend some time with the kids, be able to play with them. I just can't believe how big they've both gotten. It's truly amazing.
A Methuen family is back together just in time for Christmas. Both parents are in the Army, and their children didn't think that Mom and Dad would be home in time. Well, tonight, Bobby says found out the surprise means a little boy and a girl's Christmas. Wish finally came true.
Melissa was over actually in San Antonio, Texas.
At times, Army Sergeant Doug Vallant and his wife, Army Private Melissa Vallant.
We weren't sure about him, honestly.
Were unsure they'd be here, side by side, in time for Christmas.
It's kind of like those everyday things that you take for granted. You don't have them, you know, like Ariana sitting here distracting me.
Their family has been apart for 5 months. Melissa is new to the Army and was training in Texas. Doug is stationed right now in Alabama.
It's been really hard.
That's why what happened Sunday afternoon meant so much to them and their children.
I was thinking that I was going to have a blue Christmas because blue means sad.
Just as James and Ariana finished singing Blue Christmas at their daycare's annual program, their parents walked on stage.
I was wondering, like, what is that dumb? That can't be, but that must be.
I've watched those a billion times, and you know, you always sit there and cry, and like, oh my goodness, like, what if I was there, what would I do? And it's an amazing feeling.
The homecoming is starting to sink in. The family all smiles as they watch the video.
It's moving. It's very deeply heartfelt.
It's what 8-year-old James wanted for Christmas.
This was my Christmas wish.
His description pretty much sums it up.
The broken heart was broken, but then the heart got fixed back together because the family came back together.
Yeah, can you believe that little guy there? Well, the director of the children's daycare organized the reunion and worked on it for 2 months, but it is short-lived. Both parents head back out next week. The kids will stay with Melissa's mom until they're all back together again in March. Jonathan, Paula?
Well, we certainly thank them and all of our service people